up, it's over. You wanted her, so just give me what I deserve. So can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's over. Run back to her, 'cause I got what I want, closure. You wanted her. You left me hurt. But I won't cry as long as I give me some closure. Who you think you are. You're lucky that I don't want revenge. So can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's over. You wanted her, so just give me what I deserve. So can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's over. Run back to her, 'cause I got what I want, closure. I might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I see you can't decide what to feel. But if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really wanna get to know me. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it.
Good morning and welcome to the Eurodisc Arena here in Ghent, Belgium. The European Ultimate Federation's EYUC, that's right, the European Youth Ultimate Championships. Thank you for joining us here on EURES Broadcast and Ultimate TV Production. My name is Stefan Rapazzo, and it is a pleasure to have Amelia Durbin alongside, her first time in the booth for an entire tournament, and we're excited to get going. Durbs, as you're known. How are we doing today?
Very good, very excited. Both teams looking pumped in their warm-up. Lots of loud voices.
You're excited for this one?
I'm very excited. I think both Italy and France have got great senior and U24 teams, so excited to see what the U17s can bring on this slightly dreary Friday? Is it Friday?
It is a Friday.
It's a Friday.
How about that weather this morning? It made us guess for a little bit there.
A little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. Steph and I saw a loose umbrella going over a building.
That was
touch and go, whether we were going to survive.
As we pulled in, that was the first thing we saw was a patio umbrella fly over a building. We're like, whoa, there's a bit of weather here today. So as you say, these teams both having very impressive programs. We saw the French women do it just a few weeks ago. This is the French men. I think they captured the hearts of many in Europe, maybe all over the world.
Definitely.
But in Padova last year, the Italians did it. This is the generation beneath a year later. And as I always say, I love these divisions, these youth divisions. And the youngest the best because you just never know. Like, yeah, sure, a nice program. They're doing good things, good coaching, but it's a fresh new batch in every time around. And you never know what you're going to get except excitement. Ready to kick things off here as the Italians pull to the French. younger brother of Canton. That is Noah Péchard. Sends to Lacoste, far sideline. Finds a little seam in the middle of this Italian zone. Péchard throws low, well collected by Lafitte. Ooh, and error right in the field. Should have had that one. Italians pick up the disc, slowly surveying Benedict. Gains meters, Landini. Already in the red zone. Meloni. Gets a nice step, Zagra. The bid was there.
A great bid there by number, I can't quite see his number. Number 3, Nani. Close, but not coming up with it.
2 turns on the first point. A little bit of nerves showing.
Yeah, not as windy as it was this morning, so just execution errors there, but ironing out the creases early on in this game.
The Italians move back to their zone.
Looks like it. Maybe forcing France to that far sideline.
And here's their next chance as it goes through to Péchard on the far sideline. Back through. French playing in their own end. Aggressive front of the Italian zone. Péchard goes to the far side. Leocat. Péchard and Lacoste. Moves through. Patient again. Bertalo gets a touch. Back to Péchard. The French are moving liberally, or not liberally north-south, but are low stall counts and trying to keep the angle of attack moving. Lots and lots of passes already. 44 of them, in fact. Now the big one up the line. Not in, but on the doorstep.
Yeah, great offense from the French there, using all kind of length of the pitch, moving across the width of the pitch, and knowing when to shoot. Good patience and a good accurate shot down that far sideline. What a find.
Beautiful. Like you said, patience though, there was nothing else I saw that was very available without maybe putting a risky over-the-top throw. That one, the seam availed itself, and good to see the trigger pulled without hesitation there. Nice first possession. I said it was 44 passes. That was amidst the 2 possessions, but the second possession, they're 30 passes to get themselves in. So pretty good Italian zone too. You gotta, anytime it's gonna take you 30 passes, you gotta believe that there's some potential for one small mistake to come in 30 receptions.
Yeah, it was quite a passive zone from Italy, which can sometimes be really powerful because the spaces seem available, but then people are able to shut down those spaces when they want to fake it there. So a good showing. And now we see the Italian O-line coming out to show us what they can do.
So the French pole comes up, Fortunou sends down, and the Italians kick things off. Olivieri. Yanello right back to Olivieri. What's the French defense doing here? Looks like match. Match with some lags. Italians continue to recycle, lots of quick movement as we expect from the Italian game. Ascani goes back. Ascani over top. Favorable role for position, but just a bit too much on that one.
Almost a bit of a hybrid from the French defense then. Sometimes able to lock onto the handlers, but then allowing them to sag off into the space, but tight much downfield, paid off.
French, great chance available, 50-0. Oh, and there's the lead! Gets back his own error, pickup right away, not taking it. I think it's wise, but good to have the option in the end zone immediately. Stretches the defense out. Italians now with a short field. Gianello does a couple 360 pivots and then a hot release into the hands of Casal. Gianello again goes into Fogli. Backhand into traffic, gets away with it. Open and hopped in with a bit of a long jump. Olivieri responds.
What a layout D. I think that was Mascani there, the layout, number 8. Great D in a tight window as well. And a great bid from the French defender as well, trying to get through and get a repeat block, but didn't come up with it. And a lovely little celebration.
The team celebrations are certainly evolving.
I like it.
Yeah, I think
I like it.
I'm with it too. I'm less of a fan of, and I say this a lot, but like the hard spiking kind of celebration, individualistic hard spikes. I do not like. I do not like the too small celebration that's going around nowadays. But this kind of team celebration, this is really getting the team, everybody involved, showing that it is a team score, not a player score.
Team camaraderie is very important. I want to see more of it. That was a hold?
Yes, sir.
That was a hold. So we're trading early on in this game, 1-1.
Nothing clean though, they've both been dirty.
And a turnover in exactly the same space in that middle bit, which I think is probably where you see quite a lot of turnovers, where teams get a little bit complacent. They're not in the red zone. It's not early where they have to kind of be conservative. They're sort of trying things out in that middle space. And turnovers quite frequent there.
And the next French pull received and goes to Pesha. Lacoste likes Pesha. The Italian zone redeployed. Lacoste and Pesha. Bertalo can't hang on, and the Italian break chance is available again. And Bertalo gets back his own, but does he? There's a call on the play. They're going to have this discussion awfully close. Here is another look. Did you have an initial impression?
My initial is that it did look quite clean, but potentially on that kind of second push through, there might have been some contact, but looking like a contested foul, which in the moment would be the first.
Fair outcome. Like you said, I thought it was clean initially as well. The replay, I believed it again. Didn't see what was happening as he was stepping around, and now a foul on the throw. That's a foul I don't see very clearly from that angle. I thought that Admiral had held his space and his arms in his marking position. And there may have been contact that was thrown into. It's one of those things, was he statue still while he was standing? You maybe can call that foul, but I'm not sure I saw it that way.
Yeah,
but I mean, we're not out there feeling this.
Tricky because the perspective we've got is his hand is hidden.
The thing, and his hand was in, and there's a little bit of a wrap there as well. So I gotta take a little bit of my strong opinion back there. Nice layout to preserve possession on the inbound and against hands. As the Italians really working to keep this one alive right now. That one does count as a goal. It slipped out of his hand after the fact, but I think they're happy to say in for a goal. Marcato with the assist. And I'm not sure who the goal scorer was.
I didn't catch it, but first break of the game for the Italians.
Nice, long, well-developed cut there. And I think he just lets go of the disc to manage his landing.
It's 43 there. Vasquez.
Yeah, Roman Vasquez, the double last name.
Shout out to the French O-line defense there. I think sometimes O-line defense can be a bit, what's the word? Bad. But that was a really good showing. Saw a couple of players getting really, really close to the block there. And 67 Berto getting super close on that contested foul call there, but considering he was the one that had that turnover initially, to have the guts to try and get it back, really impressive.
I think all these calls were very close, very well resolved.
An offside call.
Offside call on the pull. And so they're going to have to do that one again or offer the brick. And it looks like they're happy enough to give the brick.
France putting out a almost completely different set of people after that break.
Giustiniani goes in the middle. Etienne and through the hands of Tino. Pops back. Tino. Giustiniani. Not the ex-Canadian Prime Minister, Etienne. Maybe no relation at all. Tino. Etienne again. Giustiniani gets a nice gainer up the line. And has a look at Sandri. Back to Tino. Nice slow release backhand by Caillot. And finds a little bit of place in the corner for the Moreau goal.
That's lovely offense from France. I think that was our first clean ball of that turnovers. And again, a textbook example of using the whole pitch, using different shape throws to get the disc into that end zone, and a really, really well-deserved score there. Italian defense maybe like sitting off a little bit, not seeing as much intensity as we saw in that first round, maybe trying to be a little bit more passive, but in the match set, but pay dividends this time.
Really loved that backhand break by Caillot, a absolute beauty. Got nice and low. He's done 4 assists before this game started, so add 1 to the tally. Looks like we are in a timeout. I didn't see it taken, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think we are.
No,
but it has started raining. The rain is now coming down. Things are starting to get soggy. There'll be some slippy discs out there.
Stay safe out there in this wet weather. We are under our tent. We are
safe.
Rainproofed. Our rainproofing today was move the table back.
Excellent use of the French flag in that far corner there. Resourceful.
Yeah, they're getting the tent up nice and quick here at the Eurodisc Arena. 2-2, it's all tied up. EYUC, of course, a interesting format here. It is now in this is the bottom of the power pool. These two are playing for 3 and 4.
Yep.
And the power pool, the top 2 will get the bye. That's likely to be, inevitably to be Germany and Sweden. And then these two will play off against the top 2 from the lower pool to get their way into the semis. So a big game for placing. They both will get the same opportunity, but again, it will be who gets the favorable, let's say, opponent. Italy gets the disc forward. Nice zippy pass up the line. Paolini overleads, but there's help there, and help prevails. Gets to the disc, and Italy, nice clean hold. So
2 clean holds.
a couple in a row. They had to get those turns out early, and they get a little explosion celebration.
I think Italy just came in with a lot of energy there. France always kind of trailing, and even on that throw that went too far, they had an Italian defender go and just snaffle it up. So clearly pumped and pushing. Close on that D attempt there by the French player. The slap of the floor of frustration, but a good effort. Taking quite long on the lines, these teams. Again, no timeout being called, but no team seemingly bothered by the time on the line. But
We're getting our whistles here. There is a little bit of extra time. I'm sure it was allocated between points, but those are very long timeouts for the juniors, 7-minute timeouts. They do get 2 halves per team per half.
Okay.
Or 2 timeouts per team per half.
So four per team.
Yeah,
8 in
those
total.
are slightly longer as well. They're 1.5 in-game timeouts and 2.5 minutes in between. Here's the pull. That is a pull chase. Straight in. That's a momentum builder. Alberga. What a play. Holy moly.
Play of the game in the first 6 points I think we've just seen there. That was incredible. And a really good example of why chasing the pull is so important. If you can force a first pass turnover, you are in a brilliant position. Very impressive.
Giovanni Alberga. We can talk about him a little bit after that. Unwatched him. Goodness gracious. And,
Wow. Get that on the highlight reel.
yeah,
Put it on the
that is
Instagram.
something, and I love the no hesitation. Not the best throw, but he knew he was going to respect that bid by getting it just right away.
The bookends.
The home city of Milan, 16-year-old, 4 years of playing, a defensive cutter for the Italians.
Hey, look for layouts.
And that's what he told us he's going to, and he's living up to what he put in his player survey. Look for layouts. Goodness gracious, Giovanni Alberga. Put that one on your portfolio. France need to respond after the first break of the game. Flips one over, Caillou. And then that's to Chrétien and quickly moved again. Bardin. Ooh, nice catch by Chrétien. Péchard. Back to Chrétien. Leads one to Péchard. Help defense, but the poached receiver was wide open because of that. He throws the goal to Péchard. That was Caillou, who was left alone. The help almost got there, though.
Did almost get there. That was a bit of a squeaky one for the French there, but backing up his teammate there, and I think that was the person through the assist straight after to the one who was meant to catch it. So it worked out in the end, just didn't reverse. French defense are going to really need to switch it on now. Trailing by 2 breaks. Interesting to see whether, as a coach here, you're calling a bit of a power line, whether you're still rolling through players. So we'll see the wonderful 7 minute. Péchard has been put back on for the D-line after just being on that O-line point, so a trusted player to go out.
He was the one who came over to give a chat to us for pronunciation when I kind of just
Nice young man.
yelled over to the French team, said, hey, give us somebody to be a media delegate.
Help us, please.
They all looked around at each other and Péchard emerged, so surely one of the statesmen of the team. And as we said, his older brother had a very big role in France's journey to the gold medal game at Birmingham for the under-20s a few weeks ago. Freeze go.
Oh, it was in.
That thought he caught it out of bounds. And then just played it on and threw it in. Anyhow, they are playing. So we're going to call the game as they continue. Vianel, back of his end zone, heavy pressure by the French, who asked for them to have to do something. A good start to this defensive possession for the French. A lot of pressure in the Italian end zone until then.
Yeah, France put them in a really good zone here, really pushing them, but they've broken through that middle now.
Fazzi was there, and now no throw, Casali. Nello goes through the hands. Yeah. Crossfield to Casali. Line out and sent it. We've got a contest in the end zone. Misread and caught by the trailer. Good.
It's number 60 there.
Marcato hangs on, and did you see him coming?
No.
Not me either, not till the very, very end there, but good on him, because that's why maintenance of pursuit is always encouraged.
It's not over until it's on the floor, as they say. Great huck as well from quite far down the pitch. Flew so flat down the sideline. A slight misread from the number 21's shirt there, but scooped up.
Didn't have to draw the defender in. A great second effort as well by the defender, by Maton, to try and bid after it went over his head. But Italians brought the numbers there. They are able to hold. And I did like the French pressure. I like the French zone.
Definitely. I think they should do that more because it definitely made Italy struggle. I think they just need to protect that middle a little bit more because that's when it broke down when they got it through the middle twice. I mean, here was a sideline, but again, it came through around the sideline. So, but we're looking at the French O-line now.
Heck of a game so far. I thought there was a small bobble there, but Fantino handles. Fingers to Chrétien. Wind up delivery. But down the intended receiver. And big response. The French O-line is getting going there. Love the deep game.
Yeah, well down in the visor, looking effortless, catching that with some big pressure and a lovely huck from. Missed the thrower there, but what a shot.
Here's another look. We can catch up on who that might have been.
See the release, that's a perfect example of a lovely backhand huck. Using his whole arms, wingspan to get all the torque, pushing it down to that far side of the pitch. Bardan is hyped.
Yeah, he really recognized that he had the height advantage there, knew that he could use his jump and not have to worry about the other guy and took it so confidently, took it at his highest point, and there was no chance for the defender. He had position and the height of his match, and took full advantage of it.
When you're down in the game as well, you want your offensive points to be as quick as possible so you can spend the time pushing to get those breaks back to bring the game back to evenness.
Exactly that. Get your defense back on the field, keep the line nice and well rested.
D-line best line, as we always say. By we, I mean
Hey, defense wins game. Everybody wants to be on our lines, and I understand that there's an important experience that comes with it, but it is those D-lines that get breaks, and we all know breaks win games. Swat away there by the French. Now they've got it quick. A nice response. The breaks coming both ways. It's all tied up. I like the ebbs and flows of this game.
that's one break back, only one to go, and we're back on serve. Be interesting to see how the Italians respond now. Still early on in the game, whether they keep level-headed or they're able to.
Now, a nice smack away there by Leo Count, but it was the hammer by Casali that just didn't quite enough on it. And I love how quick on both sides their breaks have just been straight. And that is the advantage of playing D-line offense. You can play with a little bit, a bit more of a risky approach. You can be more aggressive and shoot for the end zone. And they've done it on both sides. And it's more entertaining offense than
fast-paced and tenacious. You sort of want to get the disc moving as quickly as possible. It's not always pretty, but it gets the job done. French coming out on D again now. Goal scorer been placed back on the pitch, trusted to go out and get the block. The Italian sideline, I think that might be the women's team, have come and join in and watch. So the sideline is growing as the pressure in this area also grows.
Ball received there, Casali. Gets to this, finds a seam inside, Foley. Goes back, strong hands there, that was not bang on the money for Gianello, but he hung on. Foley fires up line and gets Nani. In the middle. Scoop over top, love to see it. Janelle finds his way through Nani. Italian's moving well. Bonifazzi. Casali. Bump on the mark, playing on. Cassani has gone.
France getting a little bit physical on the mark there. I saw a couple of contact calls being made, so maybe they need to adjust that ever so slightly. But defensive intensity is good. There was a blown switch there, which I think potentially might have been why that just ended up going back. But just a clean hold, as we would say.
I think I said Cassani was on there, but it was Mascagni. Play. Italians out in front, 6-5 as mentioned for the last point.
And I think we do now have a timeout.
This does look like a legitimate timeout break as you get a look at those French fans, Italian fans all over the Eurodisc arena. It's getting exciting here. We're going to take a short break too, and we'll be back with more action after these words. They've gone for it a little bit too casual there, and it bounces off the hands of Bibalville. That one just got away. The throw was on.
The throw was on. I think that was a classic two-hands job, but it was coming down at speed, so I thought one hand will do, but it didn't, unfortunately. They'll be kicking themselves for that.
Literally a long field at least, but they're not going to be celebrating that much after that sequence.
Vert stack from Italy though, a new look. We've seen this here.
So Italy in the line, Davide Busso. Low throw. France will go again. pick up. He goes wide, hits the mark, in for the goal. I thought he had a step to go, but I was wrong. Giustiniani steps over the line, and the French, well, they hold. I was going to say they break back, but no, they missed that early one.
Just a hold.
Just a hold. And we have got ourselves another break. The French coach indicates to the scorers table.
Italy clearly a bit frustrated by that turnover. I think it was a beautiful cut from the back to the break side and then a slash across. France tried to kind of peel off and switch, but just a turnover from a low executed throw, which I think will be a bit.
We can have a chat here while we hang out at the EYUC Arena here. Yesterday, Amelia got in late. We picked her up and had a little drive around the external suburbs of Ghent and stopped at a fine establishment. But the atmosphere here prior to getting Amelia, we filled her in on the pole competition that they had last night over on the lake. They had all the teams, the countries lining up where they would have a puller, and then about 55 meters, there's like a men's tee and a women's tee, so a little bit closer for each competition, but you needed to throw it at least far enough to get into the lake, but then have teammates lay out and catch your pull to make it count.
Amazing.
It was really, really...
Did we crown a winner?
There was... No, actually, no. So that was like the second round, and the finals will be this evening.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, so it is a continued competition, and theoretically it should be. It was funny, actually, in the first round yesterday, there was no wind, and then the poor girls that were going at the end, the wind was blowing right in their face, and it was really the elements had turned on them.
Oh, no.
So, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie. As we hear the red... Oh, they're not doing... I thought the fronts were doing the rouge.
No, they may have been.
That was a different one.
How was it?
I mean, it sounded different. I may be wrong.
We'll keep our eyes and ears on that one. Italians let the ball go around, dragged out the back of the end zone, so they take it on the front line. Into play by Paolini. Casali goes to Foley and scoops over top. Picked up right away. Fortino. He goes to Péchard. Glorious opportunity to get that break back. Can they find their way all the way in? Laurent Beaulieu. Breaks with the backhand. Get the break back, and we are on serve.
They are. That's Baldown's second goal there. Scoring in a very similar place to last time. One was a high grab, that was a little scoop closer to the floor. So they're having
a couple of turnovers now by the Italians on overheads, a scuba and a hammer that were just maybe over-ambitious, not enough spin on them, like, trying to put a bit too much touch and flair in their game instead of, zipping and getting the spin on those throws. And the French are just making them pay, so I imagine this next timeout that has been taken
another one.
Going to be addressing exactly that.
Yes.
And hey, let's put that stuff away and play with intention here.
I think the France defense are also pushing quite heavily, kind of forcing those kind of throws. You saw a really big block coming through from the French defender there, almost anticipating that throw was going to go up, so maybe Italy playing into the defender's hands a little bit.
7-6 for France. We're on serve. Momentum won back by the French. Let's see how this progresses. We're going to take another short break and be back after these words. Get there. Yes, he will. The lovely did. 7-6, France over Italy on serve. Half's coming up soon, Derbs. We're just saying, talking at the break, what a game we've got here.
What a game.
I mean, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Yeah, we've had some great layout Ds, we've had some great layout scores, we've had some hucks and some little scoopy ones. Very impressed.
We've seen some match defense, we've seen some nice zones, we've seen different offensive tactic and strategy. They're both very well coached teams, and they are fighting for this last game of pool play, as you would only expect. You put your nation's flag and insignia on your chest, you're going to be playing, especially, I mean, maybe not especially as the youth, but I think when it's your first taste, it feels like there's even that much more importance.
Yeah, you can like feel the energy coming off both those teams. You can see players getting frustrated if they turn over, or really celebrating if they score, and I think that's great.
We'll have a look back at some of the highlights from earlier on in the game here. That run through D that set up the first break.
This was the first pass turnover.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Alberga. We'll say his name again for that. And the quick finish. He got the double happiness there. That's as double happy as I've ever seen a double happiness.
Yeah. I'd be chuffed if I got that. Yeah. Can only dream.
Yeah, the nice inside in flick to set up Nanni for the score. What a game. What a game we're getting. It's not half yet. We've even got a chance to get a Galaxy point out of this one.
Little block there. Curious to see out of this timeout. A lot of timeouts. It was like four in a row?
Yeah.
3 in a row?
3 so far. Or have we had
it's been a
4?
point, timeout, point, timeout, point, timeout.
Yeah, they're using them, that's for sure.
Which is great. Be interesting to see if there's been any adjustments from the coaches telling the France team or the Italy team what they're going to do differently. I'm not sure as a coach. What I would say, I would probably be saying, keep doing what you're doing, it's working.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said before the break, like the Italians, like, okay, let's, we've had a couple of turnovers on these little wobbly overheads. If you're going to throw, I would never tell somebody to put away a specific throw, but like throw them with a bit more intention. Let's be a bit more dialed in, not let the flair guide the throw, let the spin guide the throw. And see that's about it. Just a refocusing in the huddle is all of these teams ever need, the way they've been going so far. Italy running through the midfield with serious pace. Bonfazzi now goes to Vianello. Vianello to Folli. Nice return Caddy gets. And a Vianello and Hamid, but still possession maintained. What a bid that was.
Well done. Feisty.
Incredible flight. Olivieri. Gives that scuba, and like, would you ever want to tell somebody to put that away? Leading throw in. Nice up line by Chad. And the Italians get a nice hold after the break.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of when their overheads pay off. They're very, very powerful. It opens up so much space onto that far side. But Bardin, again, having a game. If they'd got that layout, that would have been a huge 2 goals, 1 big block. They're pumped and pushing.
So we've got ourselves a Galaxy point on our hands. 7-7. What is a Galaxy point, Derbs?
A Galaxy point is a universe point to take half. So obviously after half you come out on offense or defense. So if you're up and then coming out on offense, you've got the opportunity to come out of half and take it to, for example, 9-7. So a Galaxy point, although an unpopular name. Oh. Well, we've just been informed that was half. So the last point was half, so this is now pushing through.
So it's just tied up. It's a fake Galaxy point. We may have actually had it, but the last point was in time and half. As it goes, these are 80-minute games. So that must have been in the 40th minute or were beyond before that one started, and they would have indicated to the captains or coaches that it was going to be halftime. So these things happen.
These things happen.
As many of you long-time Ultimate fans know. And we're always happy, even if we get the chance to be able to correct them and let you know exactly how this is going down. So that's what we're doing is Péchard looks to Chrétien and then finds him in the middle. Fortino. Big handler set for a bunch of juniors for the French. These are all tall lads. Chrétien through the hands. Nice leading through. Two of them could have taken that one, but they only needed one. And that was into Villot. It's gone all the way back to Péchard and now far side of the field. Caillot. French put themselves in the red zone and then have been backed up just a bit. Yeah, it was coming there, wasn't it? Fortino. Péchard to Chrétien. Nice throw by Chrétien. Quick release and very far outside on his pivot. Defense couldn't quite get there. Chrétien. Caillot, and then up line, gets one to Laurent Beaulieu. Caillot again, fakes everything and goes to Chrétien. Fortino finds the sideline. Péchard pops one in for the goal. Villot there for the goods.
That was amazing. I've got two things to say. Number one is I think there's a common misconception that junior frisbee can be a bit wild, but this is high-level, clean, clinical offense that I think even senior teams would probably aspire to do. The French handler said they're doing a really good example of just swinging a disc and just taking their time until options open up. And the shout out for 45 for Péchard there, kind of giving a Sam Hill-esque attitude, kind of like really, really relaxed in the backfield, never feels stressed, always kind of pushing the disc to the right side of the pitch and doing so with such accuracy. That was very, very impressive. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with them.
Very disciplined. You're right, absolutely right. It is incredible to see at any level, and you're right, expectations lead you to believe alternatively, and then they're coming out here and saying...
They're schooling a lot of teams on how to do it, I think, and to do it so young is great and exciting for the future. You know, if these players stay in Ultimate, they've still got 2 junior divisions to complete before they even potentially go to seniors. Or maybe they'll be making seniors at a young age, but with the U20 cycle and the U24 cycle, they could be around for a long time at these junior levels.
Yeah, it's incredible to see the kind of talent and potential at such young age. Like, again, you see from the under 20s last year, we're going to see dozens or more of those players in the EUCF already this year.
Yeah.
And I think those numbers are going to increase as year after year with this junior levels getting better coaching and better competition year after year. Italy in their own end. Casali. Back and forth he goes, and now Mascagni leads the throw forward. Bonifazzi goes back, Mascagni. Gianello finds Casali. Just gets it through Bonifazzi. Gianello, and you hear the French call their melt, or whatever it might be, feu, I think fire, to change from zone into a match defense. Mascagni throws the hammer, beautiful shot out of him. Bonifazzi with the catch. That one nice and easy, just a bit of a sky hammer, but put it on the spot and receiver wide open.
Yeah, I think whatever the Italy coach said was mainly keep doing your overheads, but make them a little bit better, and they have been. What a great way to score. I feel like an open side hammer, or maybe a break side hammer, always probably one of the most satisfying ways to get the goal in.
Yeah.
So high, but the receiver had a lot of time to catch that. And to be fair, great composure from Bonifazzi there, because sometimes when you've got a lot of time to catch a disc, it's very easy to drop.
Overthink. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
The humiliation of it coming out your hands. No. But great composure.
Indeed it was.
And we're 8-8.
A couple snowmen on the board. I can't help myself sometimes.
That was very, very sweet.
15 seconds.
France trading up. So if this game continues trading, France will take the victory. We're games to 13. So only a couple more points in it. France putting out quite a tall O-line. Some very Pashard out again.
The top two teams that will get a bye that are playing right now on another stream. Big lead for the Germans, 8-4 over there. You're keeping your eye on everything that's happening. But here, Pashard leads to Caillot, fakes a hammer, did get his defender turned around. Oh, big bid, but can't get a hand on it. Love the shot though. Benedetti puts the body on the line. Now he's hung up and outside in, and the biggest man there does the job he's meant to do. Big take.
Big hug from Mathan there.
And it's Bonfazzi again who comes down with, no, it is not Bonfazzi. Maton, you're right. I was looking on the wrong side there, but wow, he got big there because he came to the back of the pile.
Yeah, a bit of a trust throw from the French player there, but Maton, no issue. I'll have that, thank you.
Good gracious, that is something.
With the roof celebration.
Roof, I don't mind. I don't mind the roof. I got up over you. I did great. I don't mind that celebration.
As a short player, I've had a lot of people do that celebration whilst they've scored on me.
Well, I would have, but that wasn't celebration, a common celebration when I was still playing. But had it been,
Yeah.
I would have had
I would love to do it one day, but I think I would have to sky
Yeah.
a 10-year-old, which would not quite be the same.
There you see Lisandro Maton. Goal and an assist already in this game.
Being put back on.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you can play again.
Yeah. Got Bardin on again with the white visor, who very close had that layout D attempt a couple of points ago. Wondering if they're ready to run.
Nine-8 to the French. Pole will adjust and land in. Quickly put into play by Casali, who has it back right now. He goes to Mascagni. In their end zone, Mascagni zaps one out, but it's not going to get there. Too far in front for Bonfazzi, but the pressure gets the Italians there.
Stuck in their own end zone, the Italians by the French zone there. A good bailout to get it that far down the pit. Dangerous place to get the disc dropped in your own end zone.
Alleviates that pressure now. They've got to do it defensively though. Here come the French. Baldin, who's been having an excellent athletic game. We've got a foul called as an Italian's down on the ground.
Let's take a look on the replay here.
There it is, yeah, the
A little trip.
hooves got clacking up there. I think it will remain with Presseur.
Probably some incidental contact there, so not done with any malice, but the foul has been contested, so the disc is going to go back to Bardin.
Just about. Indeed, now, back in play, and they do go right to Chrétien. He switches the field, finds Chrétien in the middle. Chrétien quick to deliver Fortino, and we've got people flexing their muscles all over the place. Which, of course, is the hand signal for big pick.
Italian player just playing catch up there, so the pick clearly affected that.
Chrétien, disc in hand, goes around to Fortino. Straight back, and Presseur. Chrétien, no pivot backhand around to Bardin.
Another pick.
Look at that matchup there. Those two have been going toe-to-toe through at this point. Inside break, gets away with it. And usually you get an inside break like that and the next one's a gimme, but right there, Chad steps in front and takes it away for the Italians. Wind up delivery. It's going to be too far, or am I wrong? Is he going to get there?
Wow.
He has!
What a run!
Mascagni put on the jets and really caught. I thought it was too far in front.
I thought it was too far.
As I said, I was like, oh, that kid's going.
It sat nicely.
Yes, it
A
did.
lovely bit of edge control there from the thrower. It sat lovely into the arm. A speedy person there.
Mascagni has been having a heck of a game. I mean,
Not the first time we said that name.
yeah, like with a goal, 3 assists, and a block already, he has not been quietly contributing.
No.
He has been contributing.
He's completed the set.
Yes, I mean, he's had a turnover or two as well, and those come with that many touches. When you put a load on the shoulders,
Yeah.
it happens. You got to eat those up. But yes, that young man, and there's Foley's assists as well. His second assist, he's got a goal, having a great game. There's the two of them. As you see, Giulio Mascagni. Yeah, those two hooking up on that occasion, doing a big part of the scoring for their country, and it's tied up 9-9, 55 minutes into this one.
Yeah, French still got the advantage, but coming ever closer.
France putting their next O-line out here, which they have some consistency, but it's not a strict O-line. There's been some variance in the personnel out there. Chrétien does go to Caillot. Pick called. Kind of having a look at what that pick was on the replay. Didn't quite extract it with mine own eyes.
No, neither.
Caillot goes around, doesn't actually. Holds off as the mark adjusts. Now he goes to Chrétien, quick to Fortino. Fortino hangs one up. Will he get the bailout or will it go out of bounds? Maton again, but out of bounds is the call.
Good spirit from him then to acknowledge that straight away. He's got ups though.
Does he ever? And he was well out of bounds.
Yeah.
But that's twice in that same corner. The same throw from the same person as Fortino, who set him up last time for what was a Big Sky goal. Said, why not try that again? But this time throw led him a bit astray. Italy now. Benedetti. Goes under to Nani. Little hammer jab fake and then dumps back. That one from Busso. Benedetti. And in the hands of Zagra. Leads forward. Marcato leads again, gets big meters. Zagra fakes the backhand, fakes everything, and then goes big and has his
takes them into the lead, 10-9. This game has been a real kind of like breaks every here and there, but no team ever really taking a super strong lead. So France definitely not out. Definitely not out.
No, there's been 2-point leads once, twice in this game. Otherwise, even or 1-point lead throughout. It is just back and forth. Italy has not had a lead since 5-4.
Oh wow, okay.
So this is, it's either been tied or a French lead, and the whole Italian team indicates that it's a timeout.
Timeout.
So they want to talk about this one. And they want to be sure we all know about it. With that much emphasis on the timeout, we better take one too. So we're going to take a short break here and be back with action 10-9 currently for Italy. Get there. Yes, he will.
The lovely did.
(10-9) to the Italians. They have just broken once again. The Italian sidelines got the horns going. Things are getting excited. Amelia Durbin's just got out of her seat.
I have stood up. My back hurts. I'm not used to doing this sitting for a long period of time in the commentary booth. I'm normally out there.
I thought it was the excitement, not the back pain, Durbs.
It's the excitement. I can't sit still. I'm up on my feet.
Here's the pull. Italy on the chase. And there, the first man down there is Alberga. Again, we saw what he did on a pull chase earlier. Ooh, dangerous over top throw there, but they get to Pichal. Chrétien. He goes to Fortino and then all the way over to Caillot. Italian zone back out there on that pull chase. Foley at the front of it. He's been going both ways on many a points now, certainly late in this game. Fortino wants the middle, does get, finds the least vulnerable point, but the most important point to get through when you can. Slots another one up the guts. Now the French have their offense moving. Pichal looks, finds, and scores. That one into the hands of Maton. And a nice possession against the zone.
I was just about to say the words easy, but we don't want to call it easy. It's not easy. But a clean and clinical offense from the France team there.
Still took them nearly 20 passes, 19 to get there. I mean, but as soon as they got on that front foot, they covered, what, the last 40 meters in 3 throws?
I think, again, another blown switch from Italy there. I think they're young, they're still in their infants of their career, and so that missed experience is kind of being capitalized on by the French team there. As soon as you blow a switch and you lose a player and that player becomes free, that player is probably the person who's going to be hit, and in that circumstance it was a goal. So an unfortunate miscommunication, but alas, a great success for the France team.
10-10, there's Lisandro Maton. 2 goals and an assist to his name as he does what he can for his country. love an international event amidst the Olympics as well. It's there's so much international competition in the air everywhere. Everybody's got the Olympic fever.
Well, the French U20 women's team won on the same day as the French opening ceremony, which felt really special.
Yeah.
I think that probably added to their celebration.
And they see break chances. The French have had 2 more, but that obviously means with a 3-2 lead in the break department, the Italians have been more proficient. 75% conversion rate on their break chances versus how's my math, 33% conversion rate for the French.
Maths is not my strong.
Basic math I can get there, but don't give me any decimals.
On a good day I can do basic maths.
Here come the Italians. From their own end, Olivieri Mascagni, who's been having a blinder out there today. Bonfazzi goes to Mascagni. Sideline asking for calm and patience. Mascagni! And the defense was coming, but now there's something exposed. There's also an injury. And
it's a turnover.
It is a turnover. I was going to say it shouldn't affect because the throw came right away. So it shouldn't affect the turnover, but they will need some medical attention here. I'm not sure what happened to Fortino, but he's gone down quite hard. And does have immediate medical attention by the French medical staff. A doctor as part of the team that you see landing. It seems like he grabbed for the left leg, hamstring, or hopefully not, but possibly knee. There, the missed shot by Landini. Went up with the left hand. Probably should have had that one.
Yeah. I think there's probably now a discussion as to whether that turnover stands because of the injury, but I think you're right in saying it definitely probably didn't affect. But no, ground's been tapped, disc has been called a turnover, so we're moving on. Fortino also been moved off the pitch, looking okay. I think he might have just had a bit of a tap somewhere.
Yeah, you know when you get those wobbles in the joints and you're like, wait a minute, this...
I don't feel nice right now.
This is an unfamiliar feeling. I want to go tend to it and give myself some basic little tests to make sure that I'm all right. So let's hope that gets him going. That one off the hands of Caio, and then picked up. Casali goes inside. Paolini fires, but knocked away off target throw.
Getting a bit turnover heavy, we would say. Well, hardly really, but 3 turnovers, 2 turnovers.
Oh! What a step in front, Mascagni! You gotta be kidding me. That's not quite a point block, but as far away as you can be to not be a point block. Wow. And we've got hands a waving. There's a violation somewhere, maybe a false start, maybe a foul, but it's Pechau and Bonifazzi having a chat here. Here it is again. Look at this. Is it a point block? Oh, I love it. So. Yeah, he's on the mark, I guess. He's within those 3 meters.
You've got to be a very confident person to throw yourself in front of this player.
That's where you eat one. Paolini. Finds a nice seam. Casali. And having a chat there with Caillou. Coming in on 6. And finds Mascagni. Around Chad and goes up line. Mascagni, hard spike.
But not an edge down.
No, that is
that's fine.
I like that.
That's
spike.
fine. You're allowed to do that.
And Mascagni is really rising to the occasion here. He is, I mean, in my books, as far as this far into the game, he is the player of the game. Best on ground. Look at that cut. Sucked him in. And like that is 5 meters of separation in what, a second after he changed directions there?
So fast, such a fast and powerful athlete, being able to really move his defenders around and make space for himself. But that is that's a hold. That's a hold. Don't worry, I was getting overexcited.
It's another hold.
It's another hold. Not had a break for the last 2 points. But speaking of breaks, that is what France are going to be wanting. They're going to want to slot this O point in ASAP and get ready for that Italian O-line.
It's even more pressure on an O-line when you need a break and you got to get your D-line back in the field. I mean, when you're ahead, of course, there's always pressure to score when you're an O-line. But when you're playing from behind, when it's late in the game, it's like, geez, like that's why you pick your best to be in the O-line, because the pressure situation is the most. That's not going to win the game. It's still the D that has to get the break, as we've said. But boy, the pressure to put these ones in late in the game is, it really does mount in there. You feel it.
O-line have just got to do their job, but it's not an easy task.
That's when you get the old palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti out there.
Is that Eminem?
I think it is. I'm sure.
Knees weak.
Yes.
No. Not a rapper.
You're not?
No.
Maybe soon, though?
Soon, yeah.
Like you just jumped into commentary. The logical next step is to be a rapper. No?
My growth curve is massive.
Chrétien with the disc winds up and sends to Caillot. He's won the race and gets up for it too. Good show of speed there and good show of trust.
That's 2 points apiece. Well, 1 point apiece. So one for the Italian team and one for the French team, where I thought it's too far. Way too far. But both players being like, nope, I'm going to keep running, pump my arms.
Well, no mom's spaghetti there by the French. They put the D-line straight on the field. One throw offense.
I was trying to think of a pasta pun then, but I got nothing.
Now do you feel for silly?
Oh, no.
Did you just set me up for a pasta pun?
I bet I'm the best co-commentator ever because I just did that. Like, here, have it.
Yeah.
Have my joke.
Derbs, you can commentate anytime if you keep serving them up like that.
Thanks. The hockey assist of Ultimate Frisbee.
Yes.
My specialty.
Frisbee commentary. There you see the assist in the goal. Thanks to our wonderful friends at Force Sportswear for powering our statistics and for dressing the French national team.
And they look great.
As they do. As well as the Swedes and the Irish, I believe, but the Irish aren't here in the under-17s.
Okay. (11-11). 70 minutes into this one. I think we're going to get to 13s. 13s, you can't get to 13s. I think we're going to get to 13.
I hope we get to 12s.
Okay, you want Universe point?
Kinda.
That would be nice.
Always.
Always. That's what we always want.
Oh, we've got an offside called on the pole. Second of those of the game. The Italians will get the free brick. It seemed to have went out of bounds anyway, so it would have been a brick anyways.
It did, yeah, sail out to our closest side. Looking like a zone.
Wait a minute. So did they not call the offside?
Probably not.
Retracted offside. Italians getting going from their own end, despite whatever I may have thought I saw. Olivieri takes the low, then goes back into his own end zone. Pianello, Folli, Mascagni. He goes all the way over and continues to throw with great confidence. The French are saying out. I thought I had another. My perspective thought in. I thought.
Disc has been called in, so play continues.
Yes, what a play to keep his foot there. That was incredible by Olivieri. Folli. Nice back and forth. Chad. Folli. Ooh, the defense was coming. Mascagni had to be sharp, and he was. And then floats one up. Back of the end zone. Great reception. Pietro Zano.
You hear the foghorn?
Foghorn, yeah. Foghorn, leghorn.
Celebrating.
Mascagni is just keeps bringing it. To hold his composure with that layout on the hip and then just stand up and drop a dime. Man, excellent work. He continues to impress. Look at his stat line. He has 8 positive stats right now.
That's very impressive. I want to give a shout out to the French number 32, Bibard Viol, who I was going to say was doing some really good example of fronting on this, just in front of the booth here. And I think sometimes when your task is to really heavily front and push a player deep, when you do get beaten deep, it looks like you have failed, but you have succeeded on your task of not getting them on the disc. So it's difficult sometimes to be like, oh, that person got beaten deep, but they did a great job of stopping that player pushing downfield.
Yes.
And so they didn't have any help in that backspace. So I
Great
see
insight.
you, I see
Great
you.
insight.
And they were close. They were close.
Yeah, centimeters.
A perfect throw from
Yes.
the Italian, I think.
Yeah, would have had him shut down in many other instances, except in the case of a perfect throw against. And you can't defend every space for that much. You got to pick your poison. French, a hold will bring this, and the Italians are coming. They know they can take this game. They're on game points. Pichard, inside throw, Caillot. Caillot waiting for development, gets one there in the form of Baudin. He's gone for it. High, too high for Maton. And 3 players on the ground. That's likely to have a call accompanying, but I'm not sure I saw it. I think it was an overambitious throw. He still had a chance to get up. I don't think he was ever going to get there. There may have been some bumping. I like that it seems they're just calling this a turnout.
Yeah, I think that's some good spirit there, because I think regardless of the contact, that disc had sailed over all players' heads, and that was never going to be received regardless of what happened.
Italy with a chance to win the game here. Saunters to the line, Busso. He wants to do it in one, but he's got 2 French defenders, and they're in much better position. Maton knocks that one away, and the French will have a whole field in front of them.
Maton did not want that disc. Didn't want to catch that one.
No, like catch your D's, unless you're near the sideline and can spike it right out. You've got to win. Really, there's a few situations where you don't, but I will still always say, always catch your D's. Low throw, too low. That one slips away. Now Italy with favorable position. Busso on the pickup. Nanni back to Busso, and he goes to the wide side. Benedetti, and timeout called by the Italians. They had a bit of momentum. You can never fault a timeout call. If you want the break, take the break. It's good to talk about it, but I thought they had a nice little bit of flow going there.
Yeah, we have a rule on my team that you're not allowed to take an in-game timeout.
I like it. I really dislike. I mean, there again, same as the always catch your D's. There are a few cases, multi turnover points, super levels of fatigue or heat if the conditions are like bearing down.
Yeah.
That one, I just thought the Italians they had really favorable field position. They were going, they were moving. We'll see if we get a burn and turn out of this.
Yeah, it's difficult as well because it gives both teams almost an advantage. So protecting from a defensive side off a static start is a lot easier because you have an equal start to your person you're guarding. You're both static and then moving into motion. But from the offensive side, it also gives them opportunity to isolate and create a lot of space for a player. But I wouldn't do that personally. I wouldn't call that timeout. But maybe they really trust that they've got an excellent end zone play from where they are now, and it could be a 2-3 pass clean score. But they are pumped and ready to work.
We've got the EUF representation battle going on here with Odermond and President Audi Ferland, the Italian and French, watching this game alongside one another. Surely supporting opposite teams.
Obviously. We love a bit of healthy rivalry.
So Italians will get themselves set. They've got 3 handlers. They've got a deep stack. Are we going to get an ISO?
It's an ISO on 23 there, so an ISO on Alberga.
Who's had a heck of a game.
Yeah.
But more so on the defensive side. does have a goal and a block. We are in play, but now violation called.
This is a big. Italy must be really trusting of this player, because this is a big channel for them.
Waited for it. Now we're in a high stall count. Now we're in trouble, and nice get out of trouble card there. What a pickup.
And yeah,
Fakes and then gives into the middle. Zagra! And that is it! Italy has done it! Take the win on a massive game. Again, only the third time we've had 2 points of separation in the game. They do it to take the game. They proved me wrong and said, hey, we know what to do after a timeout. We can hold our composure here, lock one in. They needed a huge play out of Benedetti to keep the possession alive. They got it and then found the way in.
and credit where credit's due to that French defense. They were on the tails of the Italian side there, and just such a close block attempt down in this far corner just before the goal comes in.
Both these teams were very, very close to Germany and Sweden, who both won this power pool and will take the freebies, the buys into the semifinals. A game like this is, iron sharpens iron. This is a big game for them to, they were that close already. I expect to see these two teams getting through the crossovers they're getting. Hey, prove me wrong. It could be Belgium, Switzerland coming back to the other side. I could be wrong about that. I got to look at results. Here's a look at the match sets, but both these teams played an exciting round.
That was a great game. A really, really good game. And a pleasure to watch, actually.
Anything jump off the page looking at these match stats for you?
I mean, it's really even. I think Italy just had more breaks, and that's how you win a game.
Indeed it is. The more breaks, I think the break chances to breaks, 4 for 8, the Italians running at 50%, and the French remaining at that 33%, 2 for 6 on their chances. Just a bit more efficient when they got their chances. That's the difference in the game. That's going to wrap things up for us here from the Eurodisc Arena. We have up next Italy versus France. What?
Oh my God! In the women's division.
Yes. Okay. But it's not going to be the exact same game, but it will be the same two countries on representation. Great to have Amelia Durbin here in the booth. First game of a full day at the office here. In our Alti-TV production for the EUF, but Derb, did you have fun?
I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
And thanks to Italy and France for a great show.
So more from Derbs and myself, Stefan Rapazzo, coming up. Don't go anywhere. Back for more action, and we'll catch you then.
Skin, as I'm sure I would give in, fall apart, let you go and break my heart. Lucky me, I had thick skin, as I'm sure I would give in. I know, I know.